Boosteroid has launched Black Myth Wukong, and oh boy, what a game to have on the platform. The game is taking everyone by storm, and now is being supported by the world's #1 independent cloud gaming platform. Boosteroid offers two different tiers, Standard and Ultra, which supports 4K, but it's not exactly what it seems for this game. Boosteroid is hiding something. Black Myth Wukong is quite the demanding game. Can Boosteroid handle the game well? Let's expose what Boosteroid really is.
Now you shall face what I truly am!
Let's get right into the Ultra tier because of just how demanding this game is, and you'll see why later. If you're looking to play on your 4K monitor at a high frame rate, how well does the Ultra tier run the game? Well, let's start with the default graphics settings at 4K. So the game defaults us at cinematic settings, which are the highest, with FSR set to performance because DLSS isn't available on an AMD card. Plus, FSR 3 frame generation on. Are these settings suitable? Let's run that benchmark. '80s. This is okay if you're just streaming at 60 Hz. I was expecting something a little higher, especially with ray tracing off. If you're okay with this frame rate, then have at it, but I'm looking for that 120 FPS streaming goodness. What I recommend is this. All you have to do is lower your preset to high to get the frames generally around 120 FPS as the benchmark presents here. Also, ray tracing is crazy in this game, but if you want it, I recommend only the low settings. Expect around 80 to 100 FPS depending on the level. I'll have a video testing full ray tracing capabilities soon. Now with being connected to the Ultra servers near to us in Chicago, we get a decent latency of about 30 milliseconds. And yes, it's quite possible to be the martial arts master by dodging and timing your attacks like the Wukong master would. Now what about 1080p, you say? Well, here's where you can play with your settings a bit. With their recommended settings, they still get under 120 FPS. With my recommended 4K settings, I get something much higher, so you have some wiggle room to play with here. You can bump up the settings like I did here to the very high preset, or increase the scaling percentage of FSR to improve the visuals, or both to your liking. It's completely up to you. Just remember, these bosses don't give a flying crane kick what FPS you're playing at. So what about the standard tier? Well, I've got some really good news for you guys. This standard tier is the ultra tier.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Because this game is so demanding, Boosteroid has decided to give all Boosteroid subscribers the ultra machines to run this game, even at 4K. This is no mistake. I even confirmed it with the Boosteroid support team. So standard users rejoice. Here's a case for the 1-tier Boosteroid subscription as VP Vlad Kosman was referring to in this video. Now that's very good news, but I do have some bad news. I ran into this issue with the game on the platform. I got an anti-tamper error, and support told me this is because of loading the game too many times. You would have thought this is an EA game. So just make sure you don't load the game over 5 times in 24 hours, and you'll be good. So basically don't do insane testing like I do, and you'll be fine. Other than that, Boosteroid is one of the best ways to play the game, especially for the standard users. What a treat! So if you're looking to get started with Boosteroid, the link is in the description. If you like this overview of Black Myth Wukong on both tiers of Boosteroid, or just one of them, haha, give us a like. Also, make sure to join as a member of the channel or join our Patreon and our Discord in the links below. And above all else, make sure to subscribe and keep your mind meditated here, at the only place where you do battle in gaming heaven, Cloud Gaming Battle.